while there's levels, I think some individuals don't understand their own level. And so like, oh, does that sound bad?
No,
That was
okay. Like, we're going to coach steak.
Oh.
Oh, now you're saying.
Shh. And you know that for you got to move this to this account and move and all that stuff. Do it before the check comes or before we sit at the table. Do it in the hotel room.
Or just say, I can't go.
Or say you can't go. 'Cause I don't like that.
Or just leave before the check comes.
No, don't do that.
I
You're
would
getting
beat your
chopped. Oh gosh. You're just getting cut off.
You're getting caught off the
and
next
a small
truck.
ass beat.
A small ass beating.
Mini ass beat.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Here's the thing. I'm not expecting all my friends to move how I move or do the things that I do. But just keep it a buck. I'm not your mom and I'm not your man. So don't put those expectations onto me. Absolutely not. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
Now, if you can tell me, hey, I don't have the friends right now, but I'd love to come to dinner. Like, can you spot me? I might find that generosity in my heart. Not 100%. There might be. You might catch me on a
Then
good
it's on
day.
her to pay for two.
Glenn gonna do it.
No.
Glenn will always do it. Glenn will do it every time. Just ask Glenn. She gonna say yes.
Glenn, you got all
Glenn, where are we going after?
Ask Glenn. She gonna say sure.
Yeah, open up your orphanage
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
No, literally, I paid for a brunch recently because I wanted the points, and then it's been like 3 weeks.
You're not getting the Venmo.
You wanted the
You're not getting the
I haven't
Venmo.
sent the Venmo request yet, and I'm like, ugh.
Well, that's
one of them just quit her job, and the other one only had 2 drinks.
fuck
That's
you
not
know,
your
you went to
business.
brunch.
That's not your
You went
business.
to brunch.
Yeah.
So I should send the Venmo request, right?
You
And
should.
I'll
Send
take
it
a
for
picture
you.
of it. I gotta sit there and itemize.
But if
the
it's
bill.
already, when did you
No,
go to
split it
brunch?
evenly.
It's like almost 3 weeks ago now.
You don't have to itemize.
Okay,
the
no,
bill.
I feel like a random Venmo request, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
I agree.
Yeah,
I
you
think
kind of
they
missed your
should just
window.
Shoot them a text like, "Hey, I totally forgot to, ask you guys for that money for brunch the other day. I'm just now remembering. Do you mind sending this right now?"
Yeah, and just
say
send
that.
a picture of the receipt.
Because the slip in with the Venmo request is a little shady. I'm not gonna lie.
Right? It's shady.
It is. I hate a late Venmo
I-
request. Ugh.
I do hate a late Venmo request, but I have no problem hitting remind.
Oh, I hate that
I
reminder.
don't give a fuck. If I sent you the Venmo,
And when-
pay
when
me,
you-
and if
when
you don't,
expire
I'll
the
remind
reminds,
you.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
send
you
a
wanna
new
you wanna know
request.
how I've gotten
Yeah.
lately
Yeah.
with like splitting things with people? I'd be like, so let's open the app.
At the
this is what
table.
at the fucking
I should have did it at the table.
At the table.
That's because you have trifling friends.
Listen, I gotta watch these people. People be acting crazy.
Yeah, good thing for me, my friends pay me back. So, and I don't have friends where it's like, you bought me a drink, so I buy you a drink, and no. It's
Right,
kind of
tit
like
for tat.
we
I
take
don't
turns.
feel like that. Sometimes that's not really always too petty for me. Like I went out with my friend the other day, and it was just like it was a very crowded bar, and it didn't really make any sense for both of us to like take out our money. I was just like, okay, I'll pay for the drinks right now when we come back for round 2. Like,
Right, you got it. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Who's
That's it.
keeping tab?
okay,
yeah.
if a friend invites you out to an event,
Yeah.
and it's say 7-course meal, dining experience, and the dining experience is say $400 per person. What do you
say?
What do you think that is a reasonable amount to ask your friends to pay? Like, should you tell them it's $400 per person? Should you say $150 per person, or do you not ask them to pay anything at all?
It depends on what you have. Like, if I know my rich ass friend is asking me for money, I'm gonna be like, girl, bye. I'm not coming. If I know it's a friend has enough to comp some of it, there's that. If I know it's a friend who just wants to have the experience and I'm interested in the restaurant, then I'll pay whatever. It depends on like what I want to do. But I
Yeah.
feel like you have to, you're taking your friend's finance. You know, people be like, I don't want to be in your pockets. You be in your friend's pockets. Just be
I hear
honest.
you.
In our
Just be
pockets.
honest.
I don't know. I like the way you're describing this. It sounds fabulous. I'm like, where do I?
Well, let's go to
let me
per
put my card
se.
down. Like,
Let's go to
I'm
per se.
always down.
You
for,
and
like,
I will talk about it. We'll be like, yo, are we balling out? Are we going
Let's
crazy? Let's
fucking
go
do it.
crazy. But with your little orphan friends, you can't do that.
No, I'm not asking them. I'm not.
I feel like
I
I
feel
just
like
go.
it definitely depends on the friend, don't you
Depends
think?
Depends on the friend.
And there are some friends. There are like some friends that are a little bit more on the tripe side that then want to ask you to pay money to go to a dinner like that. I can hear you that you're like, girl, why are we going there?
Right.
Should you even be going
'Cause
there?
they probably still owe you money for a trip.
Right.
Probably.
I feel like when I said that, I meant like I think it depends on how close you are to the person, because sometimes I go out for people's birthday because they invited me, and it's just like, they probably want a lot of people to come out,
Yes.
and it's nice for them to even think about, inviting me. So I'm gonna go and show support. But if that means dishing out $400, I'll stay home.
You
Right.
just want to
Yeah.
have a full room of people and make it a thing, and I don't even really know you like that.
Yeah.
That is a thing. You're
Yeah.
right.
That is
Yeah.
weird.
No,
For
ahead
you,
of
tell
time
me
what
in
I'm gonna pay.
advance. Yeah,
Just
tell me in
handle and it's
advance what the
done.
cost is going to
Yeah.
be, and then I'll send you the money and it's done. But again, I think it kind of depends on the person and where they're at. So yeah, I'm very much watching your pockets and your income. Like one of my rich ass friends, I'm not.
You're not
doing
gonna give
that.
her the money?
You just
I'm not
expect her to
going.
pay all the time?
If I'm thinking of certain friends who will try to invite me to these like 5-star type places and then expect me to drop $400 when I'm
But you would
like,
drop it
But
with
that's
us.
probably
so why
the-
wouldn't you drop
That's
it with
probably
them?
the type of friend that will ask you for $150 instead of the whole $400.
yes, and that I can do.
And that
A
you want.
subsidized.
But I'm
experience.
saying if you can if you can afford the 400, like you'd pay the 400 with a friend that makes
but
the
that
same as
400
you.
looks very different when your daddy is giving you money towards your rent.
That's not your
And your
business.
daddy is
That's
giving
not
you
your
money
business.
You can't be in her
So then
pockets?
I don't need to go.
Oh, you live in those pockets.
I don't need to go.
Because my thing is,
I
and
need to
and
go.
that's interesting that you say that, because I actually have a friend who, they'll never watch this, but they don't watch podcasts, I hope. But they have a lot of money, and so whenever we go out with them, they pay for everyone all the time, and it kind of makes me uncomfortable because I don't want you to feel like you're not my friend to pay for me all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Paying for
I'm
it.
not saying
they
that.
would pay for everyone.
That feels
Like, if I was there, they would just pay
unnecessary.
for me too.
Yeah.
What do they do?
She like,
I'm not.
I'm like,
Who are
I'm
they?
not there.
I'll tell you off camera. They might watch this.
Here's the thing though. I don't expect a friend to pay for things all the time, but I have a handful of daddy still footing the bill. I don't pay rent. I don't pay my car note. I don't really pay any bills. And I live a certain lifestyle. But now I want to invite you out and expect you to pay in the pay grade of the lifestyle that I live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're assuming like,
No,
oh,
babe.
we can all do it.
No,
Yeah.
babe.
And like that's
No,
annoying.
that's not what it's giving.
But okay, I think the distinction I'm making though is you can do it. You're just choosing not to because they have money. Because if you and I went out, you do it.
Sure, yeah, 100%.
So you can do it. You just feel like you're entitled to their daddy's
Yes,
money.
Correct. I am.
Oh, wait.
I am.
I need to clarify too. That's
Right, because I don't feel that way.
What's unclear? I made it.
Her friend is rich, so therefore her rich friend should pay.
The assumption of like, yeah, you
can't
guys should
assume
pay.
just because you have a rich
We all
friend.
can pay. Not that the friend is gonna pay.
But just
the
because you have
friend
a,
is living in a la la land of
but
like,
that's not your
everybody can
life.
pay.
Just because you have a rich
Exactly,
friend,
so
it's
don't
not.
invite
No,
me
I don't
there.
want them to pay
Don't invite
for
me to your $500 meal. Put me in your 150 bracket or and below.
But if I invite you, you have no problem. You can afford it.
Right, because that's the
bracket.
experience we are joining and enjoying together in our same.
So do you
So
think
that's not your real friend.
lifestyle.
do you think it's possible that you would tell if she invited you to the same
Yeah,
restaurant,
she
the
gonna
same
go.
experience?
coming.
Do you think that you would look at the menu or look at this place and be like, "Oh, damn, this seems like a little expensive"?
But
No.
if I wanted to go, I would go with them. Yes.
She
But
gonna
if
go.
it's one of my rich ass friends that don't pay for shit, absolutely, bitch. Take your allowance and pay for the meal.
Oh, Sade.
That's bold.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's bold.
I'm sorry, y'all know exactly
I
who
have a
the
person in
caliber
my
of friends I'm
mind,
talking about.
yeah.
These are not M's, these are B's. You're fine.
No, but same, but I don't
You
expect
know, in a
that.
situation maybe they got cut off or
They
like
didn't get cut off.
maxed out their allowance.
No,
for the
they're
month.
fine. Or I'm not coming.
But it's not your money.
Then I don't have to come. If you want me there so bad, pay for the meal.
That's such a friend.
Right. That means it's not your real friend because the only way you're willing to spend time with them is if they cover your bill.
It's not about them spending time. Pick a different location. But if you're adamant about going to the 7-course meal that is $500, then you need to subsidize this experience. Now, if I want to go with you,
Bold.
She loves saying
If
subsidized.
I-
now.
it is
She never gave her
subsidized.
that
Bold.
word.
if I want to go with you because we've been like, oh man, we've been eyeing this restaurant. Let's go together. I've planned this.
Don't say
as an
me. You calling me
experience.
broke?
No. Now my poor friends. We'll plan it out. It's a splurge. But my rich ass friends, no, bitch, come on now, because you know the next week you're gonna be trying to have me on your fucking private jet or whatever the fuck. Get out of here.
That's very bold.
All right. Well, you move
not your
differently
money.
with your rich friends. Okay. And their way, please. Reparations.
That's true. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, that part I see.
Yeah, the white friends, they can pay.
Talk about girls' trip.
Let's talk about girls' trips and how it seems to always be so disastrous. And they end friendships. I've had a few stories, not about me specifically, but my first girls' trip, I was 19 years old and I wanted to go to LA. And my friends didn't have as much money as me at the time. So because I make cakes, Cake by Mandy.
At 19?
You know, I was always balling. But
She said Tao is cheap.
okay, well, we're just scratch that out because whatever.
It can get higher than Tao,
for you.
but it's not cheap.
Good for you. So
So I paid for. I asked them to give me maybe like $150 each for their flight.
That's it?
amazing.
For their flight, and I paid
How
for.
many girls?
It was 4 of us, but I paid for the Airbnb. I asked them for $150 each for the flight, and we all know the LA flight, especially from New York, it's
Right.
not
Depending on when you
$150.
book it,
Yeah.
But yeah, there was this one girl who tried me my whole entire trip. This was my birthday trip, actually, by the way. She tried me the whole entire trip. She was the only one of us that had been to LA before, so she kind of was trying to take over. Like, let's do this, let's go here. No, we should do this or whatever. So it was like, my friends, they know I'm not really the stand back, be quiet kind of type. So don't try me because we're going to go toe to toe.
Wait, but you didn't take it as maybe she has the LA experience, so she wants to show you all the best spots.
No, that's not how I took it because of her tone and her attitude.
Okay.
It was, bitch, you're trying to take over my birthday trip and I won't let you do it.
Okay. Not
So
cool.
there was this one time we got into it because we had went to Melrose and it was hot as fuck. So anybody knows LA can be over 90 fucking degrees. And
Yeah.
we were walking the whole of the Melrose Strip. And it was like, I think that my friend, she had went into Sorella and we were obsessed with Sorella, if you know Sorella.
Oh my God, on Fairfax.
Yeah, so we were obsessed with Sorella. This is our first time going to the store in person, and my friend she could not decide if she wanted these glasses from there or not. And the problematic girl, was like, well, like, it's really hot. Like, are you going to get the glasses or not? You can always buy them online. And I'm like, you have to pay for shipping online. Like, we're in the store.
Yeah.
We're in the store. Why the hell would she buy it online? Like,
And
she
where are
was
you rushing to.
And we're
because
together.
she was rushing because she wanted us to go to this restaurant that her friend worked at. But we weren't even really trying to go there. We were actually trying to get back to our Airbnb in time for the pool party that was happening at the place before the sunset. So
Okay, question. Did anyone communicate to this girl, hey girl, we're actually not gonna go
no,
to
my
your
friends were very hush
restaurant?
hush. I was the only one talking up.
So she was holding on
in
to
the
hope.
middle of Melrose. We were going at it. She ended up going to her friend's restaurant by herself, and she only made that known to us when we called the Uber, and she was like, "Oh, I'm not getting in the Uber. I'm going here."
Okay.
And
she's grown.
Salty.
No, yeah, it was like we had so much tension for the rest of the trip that me and one of my other friends just kind of started doing things like on our own. We were like, well, we want to go to Malibu Beach. Is it
Hit up
Malibu
Nobu?
Beach?
You went to Nobu Malibu?
No, I didn't even know what that was back then.
Okay.